Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. If you're listening on archive right now, throw a jab at the like button. Make sure that the like button turns blue. Okay, we'll be on tonight for some free forum stuff. But right now, allow me here if I could do a quick sound check. Give me a second. If you could hear me, press a 1 or something. I should be good because the thing is loading. All right, cool. All right. Look, man. Look. Fanon, I appreciate the support. And for that super chat, just thanks for all the support. Sorry, Mr. Super Chats. No problem. Check it out. Shelton, 92 AKU. So there's been some quote, unquote. I mean, there really must not be a lot going on because there must not be a lot going on because we're making controversies out of really nothing, right? Oh, but D-Style, how could he say that, D-Style? Oh, well, I'm going to go over it, all right? I am. So, Devin Haney, right, was on with 78 Sports TV, and he said... Okay, good. All right, cool. Awesome. And he said that he will never lose to a white boy, right? Same thing Bernard Hopkins said at one point, okay? And, I mean, people ran with it, and they went to these extreme lengths, and I'm going to explain what I mean by extreme lengths, right? This, ladies and gentlemen, as I tweeted out, about 3 days ago, is what you call fake outrage. That means you're not really outraged about something, but you're acting like you're outraged about it. Strangely enough, the majority of the people that were outraged about this are the people that always cry and bitch and complain about political correctness and how they feel political correctness is hurting society and, you know, let people say what they want to say, and this, that, and the third, right? Oh, political correctness. I'm so tired of the political correctness. I can't stand the political correctness in this country. How do I know this? Because some of them, like Montero, are fucking, you know, Donald Trump fans, right? Donald Trump supporters. Some, not all, in the boxing media, right? But they're outraged about what Devin Haney said. They're outraged about that. Are you fucking shitting me right now? You're really outraged? It really bothered you that Devin Haney said that? You really expect me to believe that? Did you lose sleep at night too? I'm so disappointed in what Devin Haney said. He had so much potential. What, his potential's gone all of a sudden? Because he said that? All of a sudden, Devin Haney doesn't have potential, people, because he said he won't lose to a white boy. Oh, the travesty. The same week, by the way, it might have been the same day, a doctor, all right, that was taking his free time and money out of his own pocket. Nobody was paying him for anything. was testing homeless people for COVID-19, and he was pulled over in his own home. And a police officer with no mask was shouting at him and angry at him, right, for not calling him sir and sergeant, and handcuffed him. And it's all on camera, by the way, so there's no he said, she said. The wife had to come out and be like, yes, sir, he's a doctor. Here's his license. Sir. All right, do you mind uncuffing him, sergeant? Are you fucking shit? I mean, you guys pick the weirdest shit to be outraged about. Your ability to be outraged about legitimate things, honestly, is all fucked up. And by the way, that's not how you act outraged about things anyway. Yes, you speak out about it and all, but this is not the way you do it. Well, what is this? Oh, but if like, here's my problem with the if he was white thing. Okay? If Devin Haney was white, they would have done this, that, and the third. And here's a problem I have with this. All right? The main issue I have with it implies, okay, that black people are walking around with privilege like no one ever seen before. They're walking around. People just throw pedals. They throw rose petals to their feet when they're walking across Walmart and shit. You know, they're just filled with all these privileges. Like, and then they don't see the privilege that they have. That's the problem I have with these stupid analogies, with these stupid comparisons, with these stupid attempts to do double standards. That's the main issue I have with it. All right? So what if a boxer said he ain't going to lose to anybody, including white people? So what? So what if he said that? I don't know if you guys know this or not. Black versus white is a rivalry in boxing. All right? I don't know if you know this. It's just as much as Mexican versus Puerto Rican is. Oh, Batista, how can you say? Hey, let me tell you something. All right? Devin Haney never said ban whites from boxing. He never said he's not going to step foot in the ring with a white boxer. He never said any of that. He didn't say a white boxer doesn't deserve a shot at defeating him or anything like that. He's just saying he's not going to lose to one. God forbid. Like, it's such a big fucking deal. What's the fucking big deal about it? All right? So what? Now, just because it's rivalry, it doesn't mean it has to be mean-spirited. It doesn't mean that. But let me tell you something. In all my years here on YouTube, the ones that the most mean-spirited about it are the fucking white racists. All right? Period. By far, it's not even close. All right? It's not even close. And this pales in comparison to what some other fucking fighters have done. Right? You had a Japanese fighter telling a Mexican fighter he's more Mexican than him, and you had Triple G talking about how Canelo isn't Mexican enough, and you had all this other bullshit. So what? It's not a big deal. It just isn't. I can tell a lot of you are very new to boxing. I can tell you started watching boxing just a couple years ago. A lot of these media guys that they weren't really into boxing until they kind of told them they got to take on the boxing jobs and they don't want to hire a specific boxing writer. You can tell they're new to boxing too. You can tell a lot of these dudes just started watching boxing. You can just fucking tell. You can tell. Right? Now, people want to play semantics. All right? Cool. All right. Now, real racist things. So here's the one I've been hearing. If a white fighter said that, he would be stripped and he would be taken out of the sport. Right? Well, we can, you know the problem with that? That's what you call a testable claim. Right? Meaning, has a white fighter done a racist thing, like a blatantly racist thing? I still don't think what Haney said was racist at all, right? Especially when you understand the context in which he said it, right? But even if you think it is, okay. So you guys are claiming that if a white fighter did something racist, he would be banned and stripped and he'll be condemned. right? By everybody, right? It's what you're saying. Now, granted, never mind the fact that you guys are doing the very thing you claim is not happening to Devin Haney and would only happen if he was white. Never mind that, okay? And the irony of that is not worth me explaining, all right? If he was this, they would say this and that and the third. And that's, you guys are saying this, that, and the third about Devin Haney, all right? That's the irony about it. You're already doing the very thing you claim would happen to, anyway. Kovalev, right? Not only was he being racist, he used a child to do it. All right? So Kovalev put on a shirt of a monkey with gloves on, all right? Pointed at the shirt with a child, which I believe was his son. I could be wrong about that. Okay? And it said in the bottom, Adonis Stevenson is looking great. That's what Kovalev did. Was okay, so you made a testable claim. So did Kovalev get banned from the sport? Did he get stripped of all his titles? Did you guys go condemn him to hell? Did you guys go do all that? No. Now nothing's absolute. Of course, there was people that came out and said, hey, that's wrong and all that. That's true. But I didn't see this level of outrage. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I did not see this level of madness. So your testable claim. Well, Kovalev went on to have career high paydays. Kovalev still got promoted by HBO. Kovalev still went on, even after beating up a dog and some woman, all right? Even after doing all that, Kovalev still got a career high payday against Saul Canelo Alvarez. He did not pay any price or punishment or anything like that. And not only that, he never really apologized for it either. You know what he did? He said, oh, because we don't know racism in Russia. We didn't even know that was like a racist thing. Sure, you didn't. And a lot of you actually believed that nonsense. A lot of you actually believe that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is fucking sad. Roger Mayweather called himself the Mexican assassin, and he would wear a sombrero walking into the ring. Now, I'll be honest, a lot of Mexicans do get upset when someone else, not just blacks, wear sombreros to the ring and all that. I don't, okay, but some do. And I could understand where they're coming from, but here's my point. So he would go to the ring, okay, he would literally, because it's boxing. What do you do in boxing? You beat up other people. That's literally what you do. Okay, so you go, you beat people up, and then, he was beating up a bunch of Mexicans in his weight class. There was a lot of Mexicans in it, all right? But it was a rivalry. Eventually, Chavez, beat him, all right? It was a big moment for Chavez's career, okay? It was a huge moment for his career to beat the Mexican assassin, right? Although there was a rivalry, although he had quote-unquote heat, although they booed him, there was still respect for Roger Mayweather. That was still a big win for Julio Cesar Chavez to have. Now, imagine if Devin Haney wore a cowboy hat and he walked to the ring and he called himself the White Assassin. The tears would be, oh my God. We would literally need Noah's Ark, all right, to survive those tears. Oh my God. I can't believe he would call himself that. All right. Now, he's not calling himself that. All right. I'm not even saying that would be a good gimmick. But what I'm saying is, what are you all getting all fucking butt hurt about? Why are you acting like you're outraged? You can say you disagree with a comment. You can say, there's nothing wrong with saying, well, you're going to lose to this white boy. You're going to lose to Lomachenko. Lomachenko, I saw a lot of white people just take it for what it was and say, well, Loma's not a normal. What were they saying? He's not your regular white boy. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. So what? It's not a big deal. All right? It just isn't. I saw a fighter have fun with it just recently. Look, check it out. Right? Check this out. Where's this dude at? Hold on, give me a second. I should have probably had this ready. These styles never ready with shit. Sonny Edwards, who I don't even know who the fuck this dude is, but now I do. He's 14-0. He's a professional boxer. He's managed by Frank Warren, right? And he came out and he said, right? He said, what the fuck he say? That he ain't losing to no Mexican boy or something like that. And I said, you're bending the knee, son, right? He gets in the ring, Martinez. He's gonna fucking lose to. He's gonna lose to that Mexican, right? Best believe. But so what? So what if a fighter says he's not losing to so and so? So fucking what? And by the way, are you fucking you do? I mean, come on, right? A lot of you, like, this is not everyone, but a lot of you, like Robert Garcia's son called Devin Haney a piece of shit for what he said. So he's a piece of shit for what he said. That's crazy, bro. Right? Everybody forgave Barrera for what he said to Eric Morales. You could argue that was very racist. Calling him a stupid Indian and shit. And if you understand the context of how the word Indio is used in Mexico to call you an idiot, right? Because they believe they were beneath them. And if you understand the context of the caste system that the Spaniards put into place, if you understood that, you would understand why Morales took that to heart. Yet everybody is like, oh no, Barrera and Morales, they were so great, right? Larry Merchant said racist shit all the fucking time. All the time he said racist shit. He always gets a pass. All these Mexicans are always competing with each other. They're always eating chili and competing on who could eat more chili than the other. Like, what the fuck? What Mexican parties did this guy go to? I don't get it. I don't get it. Right? The right response is, all right then. Like, here's the problem with the right response. Some of you don't want to see the fight. Like, you keep saying, oh, Lomachenko's a white boy, and he fucked that dude up. Okay, well, let's make the fight then. As a boxing fan, I just want to see the fight. All right? But a lot of you want to talk out of both sides of your fucking mouth. Oh, no, but, you see, but Haney ain't ready. It's ridiculous to talk about that fight. Well, if Lomachenko wants to prove Devin Haney wrong, right, then he should get in the ring and prove him wrong, right? Roger Mayweather called himself the Mexican assassin. He didn't, stop fighting Mexicans. I'm the Mexican assassin. Are you going to fight Chavez? Hell no, I'm not going to fight Chavez. Why not? Because I'm the Mexican assassin. But if you're the Mexican assassin, you got to fight like the best Mexican of them all. Nah, I was going to chill. Give me a franchise belt. Give me a franchise belt so I don't have to fight Chavez. I'm more offended by fuckers ducking than anything that comes out of their fucking mouth, to be honest with you. Right? I'm more offended about that. That offends me. Right? Triple G taking it upon himself to tell Mexicans what Mexican style is, okay, and telling a Mexican that he ain't fighting Mexican. I take a little more offense to that. I mean, I'm not outraged about it. Okay, like some of you like to act all outraged, like, oh my God, I can't believe what he said. I can't believe he said that. Get the fuck out of here, right? And finally, if everybody wants to come out and condemn this and that, and there's no place for racism in this society, and let me tell you something, bro. Okay, let me tell you something. Boxing isn't it's territorial, it's nationalistic, and to a certain degree, whether we like it or not, is racist. Okay, now, should it be burning crosses in your front lawn racist? No. Okay. You know what I mean? Only one group of people did that en masse. Okay, first of all, right? We still have like burning churches, going on and stuff like that. And we don't really get reports about that. Nobody gets outraged about that. Okay. Like I get outraged about a white supremacist, right? Going to a Walmart and shooting up a bunch of my people. That offends me, right? If a white dude says, ain't nobody going to beat me. Okay. What if Plant says, okay, he says, ain't nobody going to beat me. Okay. I don't care if he's black, white, Mexican. I don't care. Right. As long as he goes to the ring and does it, I don't give a fuck. Right. Now, shooting up Walmarts and all that offends me. Shooting up churches of a minority group, like that roof guy did to that black church, that offends me. That outrages me, right? That pisses me off. Now what some boxers say it about in a sport where literally the point of the sport is to go to the ring and beat somebody, saying you're not going to lose to somebody does not offend me. Are you fucking shitting me? Are you shitting me right now? Oh, but Batista, if like why is it that when I do if the roles were reversed like thing, in other cases y'all never see it, but in this one you want me to totally comply with the roles were reversed, right? Like you want me to totally comply, like completely. This is interesting, all right? It really is. At the end of the day, all right, if we had a scoreboard of racism in boxing, okay, it wouldn't even be close, right? Because only one group of people have banned others from fighting in the sport or competing for certain titles, right? Period. But, so let's talk about it. I want to live in a world where we're holding hands, sing kumbaya, and calling a spade, okay? So, those racist emails from Golden Boy. Oh, but Batista, De La Hoya didn't write those emails himself. No, he didn't. I didn't say he did. I'm saying he didn't. He never addressed them. I could guarantee you right now, right? If there was a leaked email from the NFL offices, right, that called any player in the NFL or coach in the NFL that was black, okay, the N-word, I could guarantee you, all right, there would be actual news about it. Since boxing is a fringe sport, this didn't really get out there. But why ban people that are asking you a very legitimate question about those emails? If you really want, like, if you're really serious about it. If you're the type that says, oh, whatever, it was just a reporter and it's not a big deal, just ban that guy and let's move on. Okay, so why are you so outraged about this Devin Haney thing? Why are you so outraged about it? Devin Haney wants that smoke. By the way, it's not like Devin Haney's only calling out Lomachenko. Like he only wants to fight white boys. Like, oh, this guy, he's so racist. He just wants to beat up white dudes. Like Devin Haney's calling out Mike Garcia. He's calling out Tank Davis. Okay, this guy's calling out everybody. Everybody can get it. He ain't discriminating on who he wants to beat up. He wants to beat up everybody in the division. He's not discriminating on that. He's not saying, I'm not going to let... See, the way racism in boxing works is not, I'm going to beat up this guy. That's not the way it works. That's literally what the sport is. The whole point of the sport is to get in the ring and beat somebody up. Right? Like when that's not the point, right? Like when someone's just driving, minding their own business, and they forgot to use the signal light, and they get pulled over. The whole point is just to give them a ticket or a warning, and then you'll see them in court. I mean, you shouldn't drag them out, beat them up, shoot them, and that's not the whole point of that. In boxing, the point is to go to the ring and beat somebody up with boxing gloves on, right? So he's not talking something out of the norm, right? That's not what he's talking about at all. Well, when Larry Bird said, "Man, I would hate it when they got a white dude to guard me," I mean, was he hating on his own or something? Or what's going on over here? Is he hating on his own people because he said that? Or is it just talking about the reality of what you see in the NBA? What is he talking about? Devin Haney, all right? It's just like this dude wants smoke with everybody. All right? He didn't say, man, if I fight a white dude, I'm going to break every rule in the book. I just want to hurt white people. I'm going to cheat and load my gloves and I'm going to juice up and everything because I want to hurt them. Well, then it's different, right? I mean, at that point, it's different. But just talking in general, like you're not going to let somebody beat you is like that's stupid. Now, what is racist is you're not going to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world because you're black. That's racist, right? It wasn't racist for them to, like, somebody saying, I hope Jeffries beats, it might have racist intent, okay? But just by definition, if somebody said, hey, it's all right, man, so what if he's black? Let him fight. I think Jeffries could beat him, right? That's not racist. Not racist at all, right? Oh, but this style, you see, racism is about when you think your race is superior to another. Well, that is true, okay? But again, boxing is about establishing a hierarchy within fighters. That's the whole point of the sport. That's the whole point. You're literally going to the ring and beating people up. And in the case of Devin Haney, he wants to fight everybody regardless of race. He's not discriminating on who he wants to beat up. Go ask Devin Haney if he's going to let Tank Davis beat him. Go ask him. Go ask him right now. You think he's going to say, oh, yes, totally. Tank Davis is going to beat me because he's black. You think he's going to say that? No. Now, with all that said, would I personally have worded it that way? Probably not, right? But you have to understand whether you agree with it or not, okay, where it was coming from. The whole point behind it, right? Nobody got mad all those years that Black Fight Fan TV was fanboying for Lomachenko. Nobody got mad, right? He called him white Jesus and all that, and like nobody got mad, and nobody really should get mad about that. So now, and then they started calling, Devin Haney Black Jesus, and it just became banter, and that's where it kind of stemmed from, right? That's all it was. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Am I the only one that feel that this is not that big of a deal? It just isn't that big of a deal. It just isn't. Batista Jeffries said that the white man is superior to the black man, and that's why he was going to win. Well, first of all, he was wrong, okay, because obviously he lost, okay? He was also wrong because it's not up to him. Like, if hypothetically speaking, he would have beaten Jack Johnson, it doesn't prove his point anyway, just a fight between two men, all right? Like, that I honestly feel about that. But, all right? But the reality is, like, Jack Johnson had to win that fight, given the circumstances in the country. He had to win. Racist would be, oh, Joe Louis, everyone else can celebrate when they win, but not you. Not you, Joe Louis. You don't get to raise your arms in the air after you knock out a white man. That's going to cause that's going to cause a, it's a riot. You can't do that. Please don't do that. By the way, I think I did the count. Not one person got hung, okay, because Tyson Fury wanted to fight with Wilder. No, not one. Not that I could find in the whole world. And the planet is like 10 times bigger than it was back in the day when Johnson won the title. Not one. So anybody making comparisons to like what Jeffrey said and what Haney said is a fucking blithering idiot. Like you're a retard. Haney never went into extent. He just said he ain't gonna let a white boy beat him. All right, that's all he said. That's all he said. And if he said I ain't gonna let a Mexican beat me, if he said I'm not gonna let another black dude beat me, I don't care. All right, I just don't. I have a problem when Haney says, whenever Haney says I'm gonna fight that dude because he's white, I ain't gonna give him a title shot because he's a white dude. I mean, white guy can't compete with me. Put me in the ring with a black dude. I can't fight that white dude. He ain't even at my level. Let's segregate. You know what? We should have a white league so they can compete with each other because they're not at our level. When Devin Haney says something like that, then they come talk to me. Last I checked, he wants that smoke. Last I checked, a lot of you are scoffing at it and acting like he don't have a shot. Last I checked, a lot of you are acting like he ain't gonna beat Lomachenko. A lot of you are saying he shouldn't even fight Lomachenko. You're okay with Lomachenko getting the franchise belt. You're okay with that. You're okay with that. Okay. Fine. All right. Fine. Let's read some of these comments. Oh, man. Oh, man. No, Batista. Like I already showed you multiple ways. Right? I already showed you. And yes, of course, if a white guy came out and said something like that, because of the history, right, of course more people would act differently about it because they would just think differently about it, right? I'm just saying. Like, I'm just trying to understand where you guys are coming from, man. Let me get this shit sorted here. Let me read some of these comments really quick. I just realized the camera was off, but what's going on? Get this smoke. It's manufactured outrage. Absolutely. That's one of my favorite words, right? Or terms, I should say. What's up, at 88 Sports Talk? Bad news as far as the outrage controversy. A lot of other boxers have said racist shit in recent memory and not much media attention. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I find it hard to believe that a fighter believes that he can't lose to another fighter of a specific race. I don't know what Haney wanted to accomplish by saying this. I mean, I just think I kind of went over kind of the history of it. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, there really is no more to it. You know what I mean? Great in-depth interview by Black Boxing Media made old media feel useless to figure out. I got you. What's going on, Reggie Owens? We are the fans. Ronald Finkley, A-Rod. It was said by boxers, beat the beans out of him. Yeah. There was, dude, I've heard so many stories of shit, bro. Like I'm just saying. Bob Arum once said that, he's going to count all the money and some shit and let all the Mexicans and blacks fight each other. You know what I mean? Come on. Yeah, well, Haney already came out and apologized and all that. Main event Mark, what's going on? Marcus Johnson, what's going on? 92AQ, what are you saying? Ron, I thought it was funny. Okay. I just think people, you can go with it however you want, right? Like that British dude that said he's never going to lose to a Mexican fighter. Now, I know he's saying it like kind of as a, I don't know, like he just took light of the situation and said it too. Like, you know what I mean? And now I know who he is, and not like I'm not mad at the guy or anything. But now, do I want to see a Mexican beat his ass now, just for fun? Sure, why not? You know what I mean? Just saying, not a big deal. Henry Ford, he is calling out a 21-year-old. Yes, I'm not sure what you mean though. Henry Ford, so what? What does that even mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. And I'm not sure what you mean by this either. National is a national, not an entire race. First of all, try telling that to Puerto Ricans. That's number one, right? You're okay. It is a like I get what it's saying. You know what I mean? But I'm not sure what your point is at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, play. Yeah, he's 21. Okay. So he's saying he's like Lomachenko's too old for him. Is that what he's saying? What are you trying to say? What does that even mean? He's a champion right now. What do you mean? Teofimo Lopez' dad used the N word. I see a lot of Latinos, man, like in the New York area, Northeast, use it a lot. I don't know what that's about, but salute the style family. What's going on, man? Henry Ford, you're fucking get the fuck out of here, man. You're trolling, dude. Come on, you're trolling. Yeah, I mean Hopkins said it, and like I'll put it this way: you know how Hopkins said he never lose to a white boy, right? Now, granted, I still think he won the Calzaghe fight. In all seriousness, I think he won that fight, but it was close, right? But that aside, he did lose to Kovalev, and he later on got beat by that one Smith dude, or what was his name? I forget his name. And people like they made like little short clips of him saying, "I never lose to a white boy," and then getting knocked out of the ring. I'm not gonna lie, I found that funny. You know what I mean? But as of right now, you know, Haney hasn't lost to white boy. So if he fights Lomachenko and Lomachenko beats him, then you guys, yeah, you could either have him meet Crow, yes, right? Like I just don't understand what the outrage is though. What's the outrage? You have to prove him wrong, then do it. Yeah, just do it. Just go prove him wrong. They said I think this think they are better. Still say that El Indio. Yeah, they still say that. That they're both adults, bro. Well, what's with this? He's too old, bro. Haney's being a bully, so he's not a race. What Haney is, Haney likes to abuse senior citizens because he's calling out a 32-year-old. Is that what you're saying? Driving Belty in Mexican style. I mean, I guess, bro, but he already fought him twice, though. Like, that's old news, bro. It's old news. He already fought him twice. Shit talking like that to all the streets is no big deal. Not racist. Just, bro, like, look, man. Okay. I don't get it, bro. Like, I just maybe it's where people are from. I don't know. I just don't know what the big deal is. You know, Pat is a beast. We yet really think Lomo is an elite boxer. At least my verdict is out on him. I think Loma is a legit boxer, or he is elite. The context of Haney's statement is winning boxing fight, not the race of his potential opponent. That's right. That's right. That's between you and Ron, bro. What do you what's Henry Ford saying now? You're bringing up shit over 100 years old. You're low IQ. I was giving you an example. All right. 100 years is not that far. It's just like two, 3 generations away. Meaning, like somebody's grandpa was in the streets, like beating people up. You know what I mean? Like, grandpas raise a lot of kids. So, I mean, you can say what you want, but that's stupid. Right? Lomachenko has accomplished more than Plant. He has. I agree with you. You're bringing up shit that has nothing to do with Devin Haney's situation. It has a lot to do with Devin Haney's situation, and the fact that you can't comprehend that makes you low IQ. Okay? By the way, don't bring up people's IQ if you're gonna spell your like with a UR. Okay? You got enough space. All right. Larry Bird said, "Opponent, it offended me when he put a white guy to guard me. Don't disrespect me like that." He did say that. And in a world that is not politically correct, like a lot of you don't want to be politically correct, right? That's what you say. Like I can see why he feels that way. I mean, if they put Jerry West in front of him, maybe that's different, right? But I mean, just in general, Larry. I like when racists talk shit. They end up looking like fools. Again. I mean, you're talking about what nobody's talking about. Henry Ford. Yeah, all right. You guys are arguing about Lomachenko and all that. It's boxing talk, bro. It's not hate speech, bro. Right? No, this what is he no dumbass. When he singled out white fighters, that's when he was racist. But they were specifically talking about Lomachenko, dumbass. Last I checked, Lomachenko's a really good, in my opinion, very elite fighter, and he happens to be white. Right? I mean, like he wasn't being racist. All right? Look at this. Look at this. But I'm being racist. I'm a prime example why we need strict border control and deportation squads. But I'm being racist. I'm the racist one. Right? Like Devin Haney saying what he said about a sport of boxing where people beat each other up, that's racist. This is totally okay. That's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? It's funny how like you don't even use your real picture and you have to use somebody else's picture. Henry Ford, you want to come on? I'll let you on, but you got to show your face. You come on and show me your face so we can laugh at it. Oh, if he keeps commenting, like delete, like do not let him say it. Whatever he says, remove his comment just because I paid it like that, right? But like he's more than welcome to click the link and come on. He can come on my channel. Fuck Dylan White, absolutely. This is unbelievable. Hold on, I'm looking for this dude. Where is he at? Henry Troll Ford. I like that. Maybe it's his real pick. Well, prove it. Prove it. Right? Ford, click on the link and show me who you are. Because I have a feeling you're one of these other channels out here. You just don't want to show me who you are. So click on the link, right, and show me your face. Where's he at? Where you at? Where's this dude at? Where's he at, bro? Yo, Ford! Ford! And this dude disappeared as soon as I offered him a link. Did Ford already break down? Speaking of truck, like I always talk shit like to my brother because he has Ford, right? Like fixed report because I like GMC and like I say things like, "Ah, oh, man, you're fucking your GMC couldn't pull a fucking Tonka truck, bro." Like shit like that. Like I know that's not true, but like I say it anyway. It's just, people are just being stupid, bro. Henry Ford, you're one of these channels here on YouTube, huh? Like I know you are. You're one of these channels. Where you at? You're the prime reason we should deport people. Why? Because I'm not offended by what Devin Haney said? Like, what the fuck? This is crazy, bro. You want to hit him? Okay. But it doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. I want you to come on for it. But you got to show me your face, though. Where's your face? No black screen. You got to show me your face. Show your face and I'll let you on. Ford, show me your face. Look, this is him, guys. Look. Show me your face. Really quick, what are your thoughts on Devin Haney? Show me your face. Why don't you want to turn on the camera? Well, maybe he's trying to sort it out, right? Maybe he's trying to get it ready. Let's give him some time. Let's give him a moment to kind of get the camera ready. Hey, you're the one. I mean, you're a high IQ. You can't get a camera working, bro. You want me to show you how or something? Why are you there? What are you doing? It looks like he's getting it ready. Let's give him a moment. Let's give him a moment. He might be getting it ready. So if it's the first time he's used it, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Hey, Ford, where are you, bro? Show me your face. What do you mean device is not connected? You're having a hard time figuring it out? I see you, Callie. I'll let you on a little bit, but let me share the screen. You guys see him there, right? Well, let me take this off. You guys see him there, right? Device is not connected? Look, I'm not making it up. You guys can see it, right? You can't make it work for it? What's going on? Dude, maybe it's true what they say about Ford, bro. It's crazy. Where you at? Ford! Hold on. Let's see here. I mean, Big Dog Willie and Kelly Enigma don't have a problem at all getting this ready. Come on, Ford, it's taking forever, bro. All right, there you are. What's up?
This your boy Blood Boxing. This is Ford.
Oh.
Ford. Fuck you, Ford. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ford. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Well, wait, I was like, is that a black dude? Like, what's going on over here? Yo.
my boy D-Style. Oh, shit, man.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, that was
awesome.
good. That was just great, man. That was fucking awesome, man. God dog.
What's going on? Man. Well, Blood's gone. He just wanted to prove a point, I guess. Oh man, he trolled all of us. So Big Dog Willie, what's going on, bro?
That's it, man. It's just a Sunday afternoon or morning here in Seattle.
Oh, all right. What's going on, Kelly?
Man?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Kelly?
I said, what I'm going? So flip. So I had to flip the camera. So now y'all can see. I show my face on my channel all the time, but now y'all get a chance to see me because that's what people be wondering. Oh, go Kelly, don't show his face. Show my face every day, dude. Whatever.
Yeah, Blood got his like he learned how to use the camera, bro. I was impressed. You know what I mean? Like, who is this dude?
Blood has no filter, man. Blood has no filter.
You know what? I should have let him on without the camera because he was going to do the redneck voice. Or something, you know?
Blood has no filter, man. That's what I love about Blood, man. But oh man, I don't give a fuck about what what Devin Haney had to say. Who cares? I mean, it's people are always going to look for things for reasons to cry about. Like I said on OG Boxing Talk, it's expected by society for Black people to apologize and to forgive everyone for everything, because that's just the way. Going back to slavery, we've been conditioned that way. So it's expected for us to behave in this manner. Oh, you better apologize, Devin Haney. You better apologize. You better apologize for that. I'm totally offended. I know you're going to apologize because that's what you Black folks are supposed to do. So they expect us to apologize for everything we say, if it's controversial or not. Even if we don't, or if we don't say something controversial, somebody else says something controversial, then we have to forgive them. So we don't have the luxury of being able to stand on whatever we say. We don't have that luxury. It's expected. I wish more of us would stand on shit, but we don't. Most of us back off. The moment there's any kind of pressure, we back off of it. And then of course we get because it's funny, Kovalev, all that racist shit he said, all the shit he's done, still no one's saying anything. Nobody in national media. The WBO never threatened to strip him of his belt. Nothing. It wasn't covered on ESPN. Wasn't covered on CBS or on any of these other, old
Well, you know
media
what they said, right?
platforms. Can I say it again?
Well, they said, well, he has a black trainer. How could he be racist?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's always you like black trainer, but sitting there, but had made a shirt, had his son wearing a shirt of Adonis Stevenson as with a monkey head. He took a picture with a banana, trying to pretend like and sending a message to Adonis Stevens. Tweeted the N word with the R on the end of it. Come on, man.
Yeah, because,
the dude is
because
clearly
I was
racist.
told, right, all these Eastern Europeans, they're not racist like people in the U.S. So that's why when it's just a coincidence that when a black player is playing, soccer or something, they just take the bananas out.
Oh yeah, that's when it happens in Italy. Remember that? I think you showed me that video, right? Where they was like, oh, it's just normal. It's commonplace for people in Italy. It's. I mean, come on, we don't mean anything about it. We're just being funny. We're just having fun by throwing bananas at the black players. We're just having fun. There's nothing to it. There's absolutely nothing to it. By call, and they also call them an N-word as well. They call them the N-word as well. So it's like they said there's nothing to it. Oh, of course there's nothing to it. You just want to be able to say it without getting into trouble. Because they said, well, this is tradition. This is what one of the Italian dudes said. He said it's tradition to throw bananas at black players. Tradition.
Well, it doesn't mean it's a good tradition. You know what I mean? Maybe they should stop that tradition. What's going on, Big Dog Willie?
What's happening? So
How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling really good. I got rid of Corona. I'm using the Pacifico. Okay.
There you go.
Just had to I have to straighten up.
You're from the Pacific, you know what I mean? Pacifico makes
sense. Yeah. But I had to get rid of Corona. So, because I don't get that.
He's from the air. He's from the land of good air quality.
Oh, well,
got good air quality
for now.
I don't know who Tomo is, but who's Tomo? You guys know who Tomo is? Tomo? I don't know. They're like wanting on, but I don't see anything. So, but go on, Big Dog.
Oh yeah. So, about what Haney said, I have no problem with that. I really don't. I really don't have any problem with it. I can see like Kovalev, if Kovalev can get away with what he was getting away with, what's wrong with Haney saying what he's saying? I don't understand. I don't understand why that's even a big deal.
I like how people talk about standards. I mean, the majority in this country is who determine the standards, right? So how you reacted to Kovalev, that energy or lack thereof. I mean, I just think, I don't want to say that no one reported on it, or there was some people that did speak out against that, but it wasn't to this level though,
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And he says some shit like that, like, look at this asshole. Cole's an asshole. He beats up dogs and women. He's a dick. So, him saying something like that, not surprising. He's a piece of shit. And for Haney saying he said, he hasn't been beating up any dogs or any women and going around harassing people on planes or whatever else. Well, else did that. He haven't done anything like that. So
Kovalev's a criminal, bro. Call him a criminal. That's what he is.
Yeah. So I don't really care. I really don't care if now there's no malice of what Haney said. What Kovalev said, there's malice because he was really trying to strict a pass of white supremacy over people, minorities, and he was trying to push that with his fans or whoever else just to do it.
Yep.
And that's the difference between what Haney and Kovalev said.
Definitely. Hey, Tomo, whoever you are, I just need a little more. I don't like letting people on if I don't know who they are or something, but I don't know who it was. I don't know. But I'm Tomo. Open the link unless you want a circle. Who's Tony Montana? Who is this guy? Now, show me your face. How about that? Show me your face, and I'll let you on. But I don't know. This is Interesting. Tony Montana wants on.
Tony Montana.
Well, why do these people like? What do you do? So why don't you use your real like names? You know, like. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you my real name. My real name is Eddie. I don't hide it. Matter of fact, you can see my real name if you go to my Instagram. It's on one of my pictures. My whole real name. My
Okay, I
government
have a
name.
feeling nasty one for you is being extremely sarcastic. Get rid of him. All right.
Anybody, a lot of y'all know if you've been on my channel, I've told you my whole real name before. But anybody who knows me, my real name. D-Style knows my real name. my real name is out there. I don't care. I'm not hiding for anybody. My real name is Eddie. Or
Right.
Edward. It's the real government name.
Let's give this Tomo guy a shot. I'm just curious, I guess, but let's see. Maybe it is blood. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Tomo,
What's up? You guys hear me?
loud and clear.
All right, I'm doing a little hike in the woods right now.
Can you show your face, man? Show your face.
I thought it was like the Blair
my
Witch
face
Project
out there like that.
Why not?
Can't put my face like that out there like that. I got a job and people reporting to my job and shit will get too ugly too quick. Can't take any chances.
So what?
I was getting my
People
thoughts real
report to your
quick.
job. You will say something. So what are you, a criminal or something, bro?
No, that's right. Let him see what he wants.
No, it's just what I was gonna say about the box.
You're cutting
boxing game. There's a lot of low class individuals. A lot of they come from poverty stricken backgrounds. So this is the boxing game. It's been like this for a long time. You're not gonna get some high class uppity boxers. It's all rough, rugged people that talk a lot of shit, probably have racist views. So it's not nothing new. It's not some big deal. It's just I think in the new world we live in where it's like everybody's so sensitive and there's always a controversy regarding this and that. So that's people jump on anything, any little thing. So that's just the world we live in now. So when it comes to the boxing game, though, it's dirty as it gets. Boxing is as dirty as it gets. The fighters are as dirty as it gets. So I'm not surprised.
Are you offended by what he said?
No, I don't. No, I'm not offended. I really don't care.
Okay.
I'd be offended if it shocked me, but if it was something that was like, if I was like shocked, if I was surprised, someone said that. But we hear so much shit like that regarding Tyson Fury fight. Oh, the Great White Hope and this and that. So nothing offends me in the boxing game. There's so many racists, so many people that like to say shit with the racial lines. Boxing is built off racial tension.
Is boxing really filled with more racists than actual society? You really believe that?
Yeah, it's a fight sport. Even in MMA, in UFC, it's not even close to that. It's more camaraderie in the UFC and MMA. There's a lot more camaraderie. They do things together.
So you think
like
that's well? Hold on. You think it's higher class in MMA? Is what you're saying?
I don't know if it's higher class. Yeah, I do think it's higher class because a lot of the MMA fighters, they got college educated. A lot of
so no
backgrounds. They got college degrees in the wrestling background.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
So you believe that?
You telling on yourself, bro. You telling on yourself.
No, but hold on. But here's what I want to say. So one, boxing is just more open and more authentic than other sports, bro. And you proved it just by the fact that you don't want to show your face. Is that a checkmate?
That's a checkmate, bro. That dude.
Even have a college degree. Does any of these fighters? I don't think so.
No. But did you hear what I just said?
That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true.
No. But let me say this, bro. So boxing is just more authentic than other sports. It's not as fake. It's not as politically correct. Right? I can prove that just by the mere fact that you won't show your face.
No, I think it's more civilized. I think it's more civilized.
Ooh, another buzzword.
Why don't you show your face? Is what I'm saying.
Wait, civilized is a buzzword?
MMA is more civilized. Oh my god!
And let me give you an example. So, when I say that boxing is more open, it's not as politically correct. It's more authentic. People are just giving their real thoughts more often than they do in other aspects of life, including MMA. Okay, just because in boxing we're more out in the open on the things we say, it does not mean, okay, that that's not going on in society. That's just not true. Okay. And I can prove that by the mere fact that you won't show your face because you said it yourself. I can't show my face because I could lose my job. I have a family, whatever it is, because you're scared to give me your real views by showing me your face.
I'm giving you my real views. You just, what's the
All right, you might as well.
What difference does it make if I show my face?
Well, be giving me your views behind a fucking KKK mask, bro.
Yep, this dude probably is a member on Stormfront, bro. This dude.
Well, I don't want to make assumptions. I just want him to show his face if he feels strongly that.
Wait,
boxing
I just told you I wasn't offended.
No.
Well, I wasn't offended with what Devin Haney said.
Yeah.
But hold on, you said you weren't offended, but then you added the caveat of because it didn't surprise me because hey, everybody in boxing is just racist and low class and filled with all these minorities and all this stuff. That's basically what he said.
Wait, right? When did I say it was filled with minorities?
And if you don't think that's a big deal, if you don't think what he said is a big deal, why don't you show your face?
Wait, are you? This is a surprise to you when you go to any boxing gym? You think it's a bunch of rich, high socioeconomic people in there? You think there's a bunch of rich,
poverty, not a
college-educated people in there? You think in a boxing gym, in any average boxing gym, you go in there, it's a bunch of college-educated, high-class, socioeconomic people in there. Is that what you're saying?
And do we think that about all MMA gyms too? I bet you the majority of MMA fighters aren't college-educated.
Have you been to Brazil? Are those Brazilians college educated?
What about those Brazilians and Cubans that fight in MMA? Well, what about those Eastern Europeans that came from poverty that fight in MMA?
Okay, let me look. John Jones. He's college educated.
Nick and Nate Diaz, bro.
Champ at 170. He has a college degree.
Nick and Nate Diaz.
Stipe Miocic, the heavyweight champ, college educated.
Let's stop for a moment. Hold on.
Henry Cejudo.
Hold on. Time out. Okay. I mean, there's Juan Diaz, Barrera's a lawyer, Marquez an accountant. You want to do this, brother? Because you obviously don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, and those are college-educated people.
Okay,
right? No, I just proved you wrong. Shut the fuck up. Now look,
what champion? Okay. What champions are college-educated right now?
Marquez, Barrera aren't champions. They're all-time greats, bruh. You don't know who they are? Do you know who they are?
Is he a champion right now? Is he a current champion?
Who are they? Who's Marquez and Barrera?
Okay. How about this?
No. Who are they?
Mikey Garcia college educated?
Who are they? The guys I just spoke.
I have no idea who that is.
You don't know who Marquez or Barrera is, and you don't know one's an accountant, one's a lawyer.
You're out of here, man.
Fucking stupid ass. You're fucking.
Actually, Mikey Garcia is highly intelligent.
Hold on. You can't come talk to me about boxing or anything associated with boxing if you don't know who Marco Antonio Barrera and fucking Marquez is, and you want to talk to me. There's no guys that are college educated, and I prove it to you, and you're a fucking moron. You're a dumbass, is what you are, and you're too scared to show your face. Okay? It's easy to answer these questions. It's easy.
Can I say this?
To answer.
Mikey Garcia actually did go to school. He actually also went to the police academy. Mikey Garcia is highly intelligent. This guy doesn't know shit. Mikey Garcia actually has an education.
Now, would I be a liar if I said, "Oh, boxing is not a ghetto sport," and people don't come from the ghetto into boxing? It's a poor man's sport. I mean, we all kind of know that, but to say that no boxers are college educated or they're all just dumb and ignorant, bro, let me tell you something, dude. Okay, some of the most racist shit I've ever heard were at these, high class. Look at me, I'm this and that. Get the fuck out of here, okay? Some of the shit I seen been said about Brazilian fighters and mixed martial arts. Are you fucking shitting me right now? Okay? You can't be serious.
You know what he said, D-Sto? He said it's low class because it's predominantly black and Mexican. That's what he just, without saying it. That's what he meant.
That was exactly what he meant.
Well, but I said I wasn't outraged. Oh, but that's because all these lowlives are in it. Why would that? Like, you know what I mean? That's basically what the dude's saying. And he doesn't know who Barrera is, an all-time great. Marquez, an all-time great, right? A lot of these boxers take boxing part-time and go to college. I don't know what this is talking about.
And it's not always about college.
Patrick Day was one of those. Remember? Rest in peace to Patrick Day.
It's not always about college. Muhammad Ali stupid?
No.
Is he getting?
No, he like I said, it was based off race, which is why he was too pussy to show his face, because he knew what he was saying was fucked up, and that's what tell you something right there. He knew what he was saying was fucked up. That's why he didn't want to show his face.
Like, I'll let you on, Tomo, but you got to show your face. Like if what you're saying, like if it's only boxing that's like so low, and like here's what I was trying to, and thank you for the support, African. What I was trying to make people understand, he might as well say what he's saying behind a KKK mask. Okay, he might as well, if he's not going to show his face, at least get creative about it. All right. Algeria is educated, right? Klitschko, the fucking Klitschkos have fucking PhDs, bro. All right? This is crazy. They're technically doctors, right? But this is crazy, bro.
Both Italian Vladimir are lawyers, bro. They're both lawyers. And they came into the sport as lawyers. People forget about that.
Hold on, let me get him out. Hey, Tomo, did you know that the Klitschko brothers have doctorates and shit, like in college? Did you know that? Why are you still there?
They're an exception.
No.
They're very respectable humans.
Why don't you show? Oh, they're the exception to the rule. I see. Hey, why don't you show your face? Tomo, show me your face.
Okay, name 10.
Show me your face, I said. Where's your face?
Right now.
What? I don't know. If he doesn't show his face, he doesn't get to talk. Right? Anyone who feels that I'm going to have free reign and say whatever I want, but not show my face, obviously feels guilty about what they're saying. Okay? I don't give a shit what anybody says. Show your face and just say what you want to say then. Say it in a politically correct way. Hey, are Marcus and
what's
Barrera
that going to do for you, faggot?
Are they exceptions? Yo, are Marquez and Barrera exceptions to the rule?
Motherfucker. Creepy, dude.
What? What'd you say? Yo, Tomo, do you know how to fight? You know how to box?
Come on, man. This ain't.
What? Yo, hold on. Let's let it dive a little bit. What'd you say? Hey, Tomo, what's so hard about just showing
you bet your ass, buddy.
Okay, so you're one of the low class dudes, right? Like, did you grow up in a high class family?
Yeah.
Are you high class?
I grew up middle class. Middle class.
Okay, all right. So you don't think any boxers are middle class? No boxers. They're all low class, all of them. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that.
Well,
when did I say that? Yeah. You're just making shit up. Putting words in my mouth.
Hey, we could roll back.
You're putting words in my mouth.
We could roll back the tape. You know what I mean? Like if you
I said the majority of boxers.
Majority of boxers are low lives, right?
Come from. Wow, man. See how you put words in my mouth? You don't even let me finish my thought. You don't even let me finish my sentence before you start putting words in my mouth. It's fucked up, man.
Okay, say it in
my point across before you keep.
Say it in your own words. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to see if you disagree with this statement. Majority of boxers come from poverty-stricken backgrounds. Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree with that statement?
It's not a secret that boxing is a poor man's sport. No. That's not a secret. You know what I mean? So, but that's not, you're not ending your point right there. Like, that's not all you said. Like, you're backpedaling now. Okay. But
that's what I said.
Let's go back.
I said,
Devin. No, hold on. Yeah. You're gonna hold up, bro. It's my show. Go back to what you said, okay, about Devin Haney and what he said. I just asked you a simple question. Are you offended by it? You said no. Why not just end it there? Why continue with because I'm not shocked? Tell everybody why you're not shocked.
No.
Because there's a lot of pieces of shit in boxing. That's why.
You really believe that? Like you think that boxing has a higher amount of pieces of shit than the rest of society?
You think people who,
Are you making that
get into a boxing ring and bludgeon their brains? Hold on, let me finish my point. You think people who enter in a boxing ring and bludgeon their holy fuck, bro.
Chill. Like you're not gonna tell me to hold on. You're just gonna answer my questions, whether you like to or not. I know it's making you uncomfortable that your feet are on the fire, but if you don't want to be here, you can leave if you want. But you're gonna answer my questions if you're gonna be here. Okay? Like I'm just trying to narrow things down for you. Like, do you understand?
I'm just trying to get my point across. You keep interrupting me. Try to keep saying shit that I didn't say.
What did I say that you didn't say?
So what's your question? Go ahead.
So
I'll answer it right now.
What is the difference between the majority of boxers are pieces of shit to me saying you're calling them lowlives? So what's the difference? There is no difference.
The difference between lowlives and pieces of shit. There's not much of a difference. No.
Okay, so how did I put words in your mouth? I didn't put words in your mouth.
Because you said that I said all boxers. You said I said all boxers. You said boxers in general. I didn't say all boxers.
Well,
I said the majority are poverty stricken, and a lot of them, not all of them, not even half of them, but there are a lot of piece of shit boxers.
So let's do the math then. Okay, how many boxers committed murders last year?
Is that the criteria we're going by? Murders?
No. Let's go by. We're going to do a lot of criteria, but let's start with that one. How many boxers committed murders last year?
I don't know. I don't got the stats on hand.
Well, obviously it wasn't enough for it to be some type of reported news, right? How many boxers committed burglaries last year? Any type of petty thefts?
No one I can know. No one I remember hearing about.
All right. So where are you, do you want to go over any other criterias?
Okay. Yeah, assault. How about assault? Shakur Stevenson. He's got somebody.
You're cutting off.
Gervonta Davis.
Hold on. Whoa. You were cutting off. What about Shakur?
Shakur Stevenson is on video jumping somebody, knocking them out. That's assault. How about Davis? Gervonta Davis.
He didn't jump anybody, bro. It was 1-on-1.
It was 2-on-1.
It was 2-on-1. No, it wasn't. It was 1-on-1. It was 1-on-1. He was fighting one dude.
I saw the shit, bro. Watch the video.
Okay, but
it was him and his partner against one guy
and the other dude was a fighter himself. So you know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Wait, Kelly, wait. John Jones got fucking how many DWIs does he have?
Yep, John Jones is a piece of shit, no doubt.
But does he come from a poverty-stricken family?
Nope, I don't think so. I think he's middle class.
All the boxers you mentioned, how many of them come like for example, you name me two. One of them is Kovalev. I don't know if Kovalev came from a poverty-stricken family or not, but he hit a dog and abused a woman and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Kovalev's a piece of shit.
Who?
Kovalev's a piece of shit, no doubt about it.
All right, we agree.
What about Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor?
Conor McGregor.
I'd say he's on the piece of shit side. He's
he punched. Yeah. Did he hit an elderly man because he wouldn't drink out of his whiskey?
Isn't that assault?
I don't know. Did he do that?
He did do that. He did. I'm not going to argue.
Got accused of sexual assault too. Accused of sexual assault.
And he's been accused of sexual assault.
Dolly thing. That was a piece of shit move I remember doing.
What about that former UFC fighter that had college education that beat the shit out of and raped that girlfriend of his, and now he's in jail? That machine dude, whatever the fuck, Mean Machine. Well, no, not Mean Machine.
War Machine is not college educated. That dude is not college educated.
You said that they're all college educated.
You did say that.
Yeah. What about whatchamacallit?
I didn't say they were all college educated in UFC.
I mean, if you want me to concede that yes, there's a lot of poor people in boxing, absolutely. However, you labeling poor people pieces of shit makes you a piece of shit, because I could point at plenty of pieces of shits that did not grow up in poverty, like that motherfucker that shot up the Walmart here and killed a bunch of elderly people and young kids, which a boxer has never done. How about that?
Wait. When did I say all poor people were pieces of shit? What are you talking about, dude?
I didn't say you. Did I say you said that? No. I'm giving you an example of something someone that's not poverty stricken did that far exceeds anything I've ever seen a boxer do.
Okay. There's plenty of murders in boxing. There was plenty of murders.
Like what murders?
I mean, there's plenty of examples. You're bringing up the extremes in UFC.
Whoa. When you say there's plenty of murders in boxing, why are those not the extremes? But when I pick out something that happened that a UFC fighter did, okay, that's an extreme. Like
hey, remember Travis Brown? Travis Brown beat his ex-wife.
He did.
Yep, he did. How
Jim
about Earl
Lamley,
Smith? He's drinking and driving and crashing into a pole.
Hold on, Jim Lamley, was arrested and stuff. He didn't come from a poverty-stricken background. He covered boxing, but he wasn't, from he didn't come from poverty.
And he beat his woman too.
Yeah.
Jim Lamley, even the announcers are pieces of shit, huh?
Okay, but Jim Lamley didn't come from poverty.
Okay.
Did he come from poverty? So why? So since you give me one, I'll give you one. Conor McGregor punched an old person in the face. Like, has any high-profile boxer done something like that recently? Like an active boxer?
Let me think.
You have to think about it. I thought that's just an extreme. These things happen in boxing all the time.
I say Floyd Mayweather kidnapped his baby's mother.
Allegedly.
And he's got multiple, and he beat her multiple times.
Allegedly.
I think that's on par.
Well, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Right. You don't know if he did that.
Well, he was arrested for it, wasn't he?
He was arrested. So if someone's arrested for, what about Conor throwing some shit at a bus? Okay. Like the assault he did on the bus. What about that? Like we have Conor's shit on camera. Everything he did. What about that? Like, tell me something on camera.
Okay, on camera, Gervonta Davis dragged his girlfriend by the hair and roughed her up in the middle of a fucking middle of a boxing fight. And
he was condemned for that by the boxing community. The boxing community didn't accept that. The boxing community didn't say, "Oh, but what about what happens in MMA?" Oh, no, but that's an exception to the rule. Or we just said that's wrong.
Wait.
Nobody.
McGregor wasn't condemned.
That's not accepted. No, by your logic, everyone in boxing would totally support what Davis did, because we're all pieces of shits, or most of us are pieces of shits, because boxing is poverty stricken and this doesn't shock anybody. Blah 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 blah. Right? Like where are you basing this whole like they're all pieces? Like if somebody's poor, they're just by definition a piece of shit. What are you basing this out of?
It's just a common theme in boxing. There's a lot of low class, poverty stricken people that are kind of they're rough around the edges. They're rough around the edges. I'll leave it at that.
Well,
bro,
it is a rough and
hold on. They made me do research
because they're poor.
No,
ahead,
I did research.
Go ahead, Kelly.
I did research and I pulled up multiple MMA fighters with domestic violence backgrounds, bro.
Go ahead.
They got a top 15. They also have MMA fighters with criminal records, bro. Brett Rogers, 2011 heavyweight fighter. Brett Rogers lost to Josh Barnett, and here we go. Let's talk about during a terrifying incident. Rogers reportedly strangled his wife and then chased her outside to her backyard, where he repeatedly punched her in the face, causing her to lose her tooth, additional to being left with golf ball sized lump above her left eyebrow, a bump above her right eyebrow, another one on her forehead, and injuries to her ears and jaw. There's more?
You want more, or because do you want to get baptized with facts right now? Do you want to get baptized with facts?
I never said I never said I'm
no. You said that. Was MMA low class?
No. Hold on. We're gonna baptize him with facts. Go ahead, Kelly. Baptize him some more.
Okay, cool. Let's go on and bring up
Wait,
more.
wait, you think naming off
No,
past
no, no, no,
incidents
no,
of
you're gonna
fighters
get-
criminal
no.
criminal acts?
Take your baptism. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go. We pull this up. This website is acting up. We got Greg Hardy. We know about Greg Hardy, right? Ex-NFL star turned MMA fighter Greg Hardy is currently signed to development deal with the UFC. Blah blah blah. Let's go into during an argument. Hardy believed to have picked up and thrown his girlfriend onto tiled floor in a bathroom and dragged her to the bedroom by her hair while threatening to kill her. He proceeded to choke her and then again picked her up and threw her onto a settee full of loaded assault rifles and shotguns. The victim claimed in a sworn testimony that she had bruises from her head to toe, including my head, neck, back, shoulders, arms, legs, elbow, and feet. Hardy was specifically found guilty of assault and communicating threats, leading to him being sentenced to 18 months probation.
I think you're drowning him at this point, Kelly. But what about BJ Penn getting in random fights with people that are not trained, like in bars and stuff like that? Well, what about that, Tomo?
Said, oh yeah,
BJ Penn bar fights. Yeah, BJ Penn got knocked out in a bar fight.
So that's not my point. My point is, why is he fighting in a bar fight in bars? He's an MMA fighter. Aren't they above how boxers act and all that?
No, I didn't say that.
No, bro, you came on here. You're trying to speak in absolutes with leaving yourself some little wiggle room. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Hey, let me talk about this guy, Brian Bowles, former WEC bantamweight champion.
What I said right now.
Hey, let me read this to you real quick.
One more, Tomo.
Let me read this to you quick. Brian Bowles, the former WC bantamweight champion, looks like a clean-cut kid with the gray head on his shoulder, but that's not the case. And while sporting a record, we'll get past that anyways. The Jackson County Sheriff Department of Georgia posted a 6 felony charge for Bowles and his friends: possession of methamphetamines, possession of a Schedule 4 drug, possession of Schedule 4 drug with intent to sell, possession of marijuana with an intent to sell, possession of tools for the commission of a crime, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime. I said, this is your set, man. Come on, but you said your guys. I mean, there's more. There's plenty of more.
Okay.
Like I said, man, don't do this.
Let us speak. Go ahead.
All right. Now, why don't you go through the list of the past history of boxing?
We're not claiming on this side that there's never been boxers that broken the law or anything like that. That's not what we're claiming.
That's you.
You're claiming that boxing is filled with a bunch of poor people and their low lives. And when I said that, you said I'm putting words in your mouth, and then you just wasted our time because you ended up saying the same fucking thing. Okay? So now I said that, right? And we're just showing you that it's not smart to speak in absolutes because a lot of MMA fighters do a lot of fucked up shit too. Okay, if you go through almost any type of job, if you go through police officers, you're gonna find fucked up shit that police officers do. Okay, it doesn't matter what line of work you go through. Now, when it comes to poor people, yes, poor people get arrested more. Poor people go to jail more because they can't afford like good trial lawyers and stuff like that. Okay, poor people use drugs at the same rate as middle class people. Okay, and as rich people. Right. The only difference is they don't get caught and they don't get arrested, bro. That's the only fucking difference.
Right? You want to bring up crime statistics or something?
About what?
What are you trying to do? You want to bring up crime statistics?
You're talking specifically about boxers, is what you're talking about.
No, he's gonna bring it up. He's gonna bring it up. I know where you're going with this, bro. Show your face, dude. Show your face. Show your face when you say this.
The culture.
Tomo, why don't you want to show your face? Tell everybody that's watching right now why you don't want to show your face. Like, give them a good reason.
Why don't I want to show my face? Because I got important shit going on in my life.
You got warrants,
I know one of these shit will report me and try to get me fired. So I can't hold on. That's why.
Okay, so first of all, if somebody looks at your face, bro, this chat's not gonna know who you are like that. Okay, but you're scared of something you say is gonna get you fired. Why do you think that is?
Because the world is extremely politically correct.
Right.
Any little thing will get you fired.
Okay.
You can't be taking chances. That's why.
Right. And in the sport of boxing, boxers are independent contractors and can say whatever the fuck they want to say. They're not scared to say what's on their mind, not like you. Okay. They can show their face on camera. All right. So they don't have a problem with that. Us three right now, we don't have a problem with showing our face on camera either. right?
Nope.
We have nothing to hide about what we're saying. You definitely feel guilty about what you're saying. That's without a shadow of a doubt. And you're speaking in absolutes, and you have yet to explain to me why boxers are, by definition, low lives and all that. Like, you have yet to, show me how that's the case. And every time you've been shown evidence, you're just declining it. First, you say, "Oh, well, when have you seen a boxer that's college educated?" We named you some. You just said, and then you flipped it and you said, "Well, that's an exception to the rule. That doesn't count." Right? And then we mentioned MMA fighters that did. Well, those are extreme cases. That's not a normal thing. Like, at what point are you just going to accept that you're just wrong?
No. What I was saying is I didn't say that. I said the culture around MMA is they don't allow that shit to happen. They don't allow people to mouth off racist shit. They don't allow.
Who's the arbiter that decides whether or not those things could happen in MMA? Because I don't know who he is.
The UFC, they have a code of conduct policy.
In the UFC, they have code of conduct policy.
Then why is Conor McGregor fighting then?
Right. Why is Conor McGregor throwing shit into buses and all that? Like, I'm confused.
Wasn't Conor McGregor suspended?
Not by the UFC.
No. He took time off for a while after he made all the money with Floyd Mayweather Jr. He decided not to fight.
You should have your facts together before you try to start a debate here. Like you don't know
Hell,
that.
He was trying to box again, remember?
That was racist. What did Conor McGregor say that was racist?
I said he threw something into a bus.
Who was talking? We weren't even talking about no saying anything. Oh boy, there you go. You just say what you. That's why you don't want to show. But you're a fucking coward, bro. You're a coward.
I said he threw a dolly into a bus.
He got fined.
And he threw shit at white people, bro.
He got suspended from the UFC, and he got arrested, and he had to pay millions of dollars.
You know he did. If a boxer did that, he would be gone for a long, long time. Okay, he'd be banned from the sport.
Look at Nate Diaz. Remember, Nate Diaz said something.
Code of conduct. So you don't think
homophobic? And he got fined big time.
And you're okay? Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Or do you think that's a political? No. Is that politically correct bullshit in your opinion?
And something homophobic. Yeah, I think that's bullshit.
It's politically correct bullshit, right? I agree with you. I think it's politically correct bullshit for people that are acting outraged about what David Haney said. Okay? So I think like reprimanding fighters for politically correct bullshit, all right, is bullshit. Boxing is one of the few things in this society still around that is not politically correct to that degree. All right? That's it. That's what boxing is guilty of. All right? So when you say, "Oh, it's just they have pieces of shit," a lot of people think these things, bro. Come on, are you kidding me? You're telling me that at Thanksgiving, your dinner table, you're not saying shit that you can't say out in public, all right? Or you can't even see in this video. I know you do.
Right? You know he uses the N-word regularly. You know he does.
I don't know if he does or doesn't. I can't say.
Oh, I would be willing to bet. A dude like this who won't show his face on camera for saying this mild stuff. I would bet the world that because he says the N-word pretty much every day. He's not denying it. He's been quiet. I just tell you, bro. He's being quiet. He hasn't said that he doesn't. Have you noticed that? Look, he's went quiet. He's not denying it.
Hey, Tom, are you gonna deny what he said, or are you just gonna stay quiet?
I know these kind of people. That's why he's a pussy. He's too much. He's a pussy. He won't show his face.
Hey, Tomo, you there? He's not muted. I don't know if you guys can see. He's not muted. What? Where'd he go?
He ran away.
I'm glad it was.
I told you, bro. I told you about that dude, bro. I know, because me being a black dude, I can tell a racist, man. You know, that dude's a racist. That dude's a devout racist, bro. I said, you know damn well that dude say he said the N-word every day.
Kelly baptized this dude with facts, and then he like exterminated him like Thanos. But look, I mean, I was speaking generally. Like, I'm sure you say things at your dinner table and you're high class. I do declare, middle class family, or we're so civil. I'm sure you say things in your dinner table, okay, that damn well you don't want society to know what your fucking uncle said and your dad just said and what you just said. I don't know if it's the N-word in particular, but he definitely disappeared after Kelly said that. I think he thought you were in his mind or something. Big Dog Willie, you've been quiet for a while. What's running through your mind, bro?
Oh man,
But you funny that I started saying it. You notice how he never denied it. He never backed it. When I started saying it, he just stayed quiet the whole time. I said, "This dude say the N-word every day." He didn't deny it. That's why you don't want to show his face. I told you straight up. I said I could tell. I know these kind of people, man. He's trying to give a lot of buzzwords and code words, just trying to speak around the edges because you're a little bitch. And one of the reasons why he wouldn't show his face. That dude's a coward. That dude, if I walk up on that dude, he's sprint.
Like, how can you on one hand say, "Oh, society is politically correct. It's a bunch of bullshit and all this," right? How can they say that in one hand, but then turn around and say something like boxing's filled with a bunch of lowlives? You see how I said, and he denied he said that? I said a bunch of. When I say a bunch of, I'm not saying all. You know what I mean?
No, this is what I got to say. I got to say this real quick before I get off.
Yeah.
So, no, this is what I got to say. So, my mom, single mother, had 3 children, grew up on welfare, had nothing. She had a college education. She got a master's in social work. We became middle class when I was getting out of high school. Now, I just want to know from him, what part of us being pieces of shit is he talking about? Before my mom went to college and got an education, or after?
Apparently, when you get a college degree, like the moment you touch it, like you're no longer a piece of shit. Like piece of shit is wiped out of you at that moment. You know what I mean?
Okay.
This
I didn't know
dude
that.
came on here with an agenda, bro. He wanted to prove that boxing, all right, is this low-life scum sport, okay, with the lowest of the lows, and it just filled with all these racist people and this, that, and the third. Dude, boxing is just more open. It's less politically correct than everything else. That's
that guy's a MAGA guy, bro. You know he is, bro. I can read these people. These people they're like an open book. He's a MAGA guy. That's why he used all those terms. He's trying to call you social justice warrior type of shit, bro.
And then
he's a MAGA guy.
Come lecture me about my sport, but you don't know who Marco Antonio Barrera, all right, or Juan Manuel Marquez is. Like, you have no idea who these guys are. Like, you're not qualified to have a boxing conversation with me, bro. Like, you're not.
Remember Juan Diaz? He was going to college when he was fighting. Dude was going attending the University of Houston. Everybody forget. Remember him?
Absolutely.
He said he wanted to be mayor one day. That dude was intelligent. He wasn't just like he was
going to school.
Matter of fact, he had a 4 point. I think he had like a 4.3 GPA while he was in college, while he was boxing.
Right. And then I completely forgot about the Klitschko's. Okay, I mean, come on, dude. They call them doctors for a reason. You know what I mean?
Anybody knows what Juan Diaz is today? That dude was high. He didn't even need to be in boxing. He was too smart to be boxing anyway. Where was that? Anybody knows?
Like, I don't know about that. I mean, that kind of feeds into the whole like boxing is the lowest.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about a guy. I'm not trying to say boxers are dumb. I'm just talking about he's the kind of guy with his mind. He should have been doing something else. Like just like when the football player, what was his name again? He used to play for the Florida State Seminoles, and he ended up instead of going into the NFL the first year, he went to go be a Rhodes Scholar instead, and he ended up going to Cambridge, and now he's a medical doctor. What was his name again?
I don't remember, bro.
He was a safety, but I just said he was too. What I'm saying, I said he when you're smart like that, you should be doing something that's more important, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I really mean. Like you could be saving people's lives. So you have that kind of mindset.
Leave it in the rings, and shout out to Dave. Some dude came on here saying that boxing, he's not surprised by what boxers say because boxing is just the lowest of the low of people, and it's filled with racist people and uneducated people, and they don't know like we're just all dumb and stuff like that.
No, he was talking about everybody on the panel.
Yeah, MMA is higher class, and MMA fighters never assault people like Durante Davis did, and then we give them a bunch of assault cases from MMA fighters, stuff like that. It was just a fun little discussion.
Well, what he was talking about was he He was talking about everybody on the panel, black and brown. He's like, it's the reason it's low CAD class because it's running by black and brown. He didn't want to say that, but when I put that out there, he stayed quiet on that too. People forget about it. He stayed quiet on that.
What I'm trying to understand, right, is boxing. Like how can someone possibly tell me I'm tired of this politically correct bullshit? That's why I'm not going to show my face. I don't lose my job for what I say, but then gets mad at unpolitically correct things that boxers do or say. Like that just doesn't make sense at all. Big Dog Willie dropped out. We're gonna end it a little bit, but man, was that fun. That was a little too easy, actually. But what do you think, Kelly? Did he prove that MMA is less violent and all that?
No, actually, heck, I would say that they were on par, probably on par with each other. There's enough fighters where it's probably about the same, bro. I mean, you get people from all walks of life in combat sports, and then we also know
Tony wants to come back. He wants back. The dude wants to come back, but he ain't gonna come back unless he shows his face. That's it.
And we all know that combat sports, man. Whether it's I'm throwing football and hockey in there too. Combat sports, physical sports where you have head trauma. Those sports breed at times people criminals, but we also know that head trauma can cause people to become more violent outside of the ring. So I'm not just going to say boxing and MMA because football has the same issues and so does hockey.
Look, aren't most serial killers like middle class and up? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just
look at these mass shooters. Some of these mass shooters come from upper middle class backgrounds. Sometimes even affluent, flat out affluent backgrounds.
Look, man. A lot of these, like I told him, and it went over his head. All I said was, "You're over here calling poor people all these names and just," but like that middle class kid that came to a Walmart in El Paso, Texas, and shot up a bunch of brown people, right? Because he was inspired by the current president in office. I don't care what anybody says. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying Trump is responsible. I'm saying he was inspired by, right? This individual, right, that shot up all these brown people at a Walmart, and there was some white people he killed as well, all right? All those victims, brown and white, all right, got killed by this piece of shit, all right? I'm more offended by somebody like that than some petty theft shit going on in poverty-stricken areas. It doesn't make it right or anything, but at the end of the day, this idea that boxing is just filled with all these pieces of shits and all this, all boxing is, bro, it's one of the last few masculine things we have in this society. One of the last few things that are not politically correct, and you have a bunch of people trying to make it politically correct. Right? If you're a boxing writer and stuff for a major website, I get it. I do. But me as a boxing fan on my own channel that I spend my own dime on and make my own dime on right here, I could say whatever the fuck I want. And there's nobody could do anything about it. But go ahead, Kelly.
Yeah, but don't forget that Vegas shooter was a multi-millionaire, dude. Remember the dude that murdered everybody, the Vegas shooter, he shot people out of the hotel? That dude was a multi-millionaire, dude. He was affluent and college educated, and he still decided to slaughter a whole bunch of people.
Absolutely.
So it doesn't matter.
Tony needs to go research about the piece of shits in his own sport before he starts lecturing boxing.
And his own ethnicity, because I'm certain I know what ethnicity is.
Nick Diaz got reprimanded for saying something that could be deemed homophobic. Okay. I mean, I guess. Right? Because if I don't use it on here myself because of I don't want to get demonetized or something, but the F word. So a fighter could say that and not get reprimanded in boxing. Okay.
Yep.
Too fucking bad. So in boxing, they have more freedom than the slave fighters in the UFC. That's all you prove to me. All you prove to me is that UFC fighters, okay, not only do they get paid less, right? They have to follow the rules of Daddy Dana White. That's all you prove to me. You didn't prove anything else to me.
Yeah, exactly. And we know Dana White follows. Dana White is a big fan. Is a big fan. Oh my God, the death toll, the U.S. death toll is past 40,000. I just got an update. We're gonna hit 60,000 probably by about maybe another week or maybe about a week and a half, we'll hit 60,000 total deaths.
Absolutely.
It's crazy. But
Absolutely.
yeah, man, that dude right there is a coward, bro. Like I said, I guarantee you, we know what ethnicity that dude is. I guarantee you what ethnicity that dude is. Because, just by the way he's speaking. And how
Survey
hard he's trying to
says.
defend certain people.
By the way, shout out to
Caucasoid.
Blood trolled the shit out of me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know if you were here, Kelly, when it happened. But
yeah, I was here, man. I was on the panel when he hopped on.
Blood was acting like Blood knows these dudes so good he could act like one of them.
Well, that because Blood has been trolled for years too.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you remember being on those channels. I mean, I remember being on YouTube and couldn't say anything positive about a black fighter where they getting called N-word regularly. I mean, 30, 40 responses, N-word, all kind of different bad names. I got called, everything from an ape to a gorilla to a monkey, and I'm all that stuff because I said something nice about a black fighter. Just everything in the book. You couldn't post anything about someone black. Couldn't. And the reason why those racist trolls hate the LDBC is because now we have the ability to speak and we ain't got to put up with none of that crap. And they liked it better when we went around to defend those boxers. So they wanted to go back to what they would consider the good old days of YouTube. And of course, Kelly, funny thing is, they would say them things, and then nothing would happen to them. They could say whatever the fuck they wanted to in the comment section. Go ahead.
Now, there was a day where they could let the N-word reign, and YouTube did nothing about it and stuff like that. But speaking of COVID-19, so I'll be doing a video later about that. And also, if anybody wants to come on, and try and convince me, or if Kelly's on, convince Kelly that your religion is the right religion, then by all means, you come on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I want all the smoke with that.
But I do want to, what I really want people, I just want people to see, like compare our 10 Commandments with the ones in the Bible, and argue that the ones in the Bible are better, and why. That's what I want to hear.
Ours is far superior. I'm sorry. No apologies for that. Ours is superior.
Yeah, we just have a better commandment, I think. But we'll see, man. With that said, I do got to run. Thanks for everybody that tuned in live. Throw a jab at the like button. Make sure it turns blue. And I'm out. Peace out, guys.
Peace.